As technology evolves, so does crime. The Washington County Sheriff's Office says the newest form of crime gaining popularity, especially in recent years, sneaking contraband into prisons by drone. Their most recent arrest happened last weekend. Jessica Cha is in studio to explain what happened.
Yes, Frank, the Sheriff's Office says some of these drones can range from $1,000 and can carry up to 30 to 40 pounds, all the way up to $8,000 drones that can carry a whopping 80 pounds.
If they can't throw it physically over the fence, they would get drones and they'd fly them over the fence.
Chief Investigator Trey Bergamy says it was the early hours of Sunday morning when deputies made contact with a suspicious car at a church in Davisboro.
As they made contact with the two individuals in the car, an actual drone landed about 10 to 15 feet from the deputy. They saw the contraband that was attached to the drone.
Bergamy says this may sound too good to be true, but he says drone drops have become increasingly common in the past couple of years.
This year we've worked probably 5 or 6 drone cases. Within the last, let's say 9 months to 12 months, we had another deputy, a whole separate incident, where he had pulled up on a suspicious vehicle at a location and the actual drone itself landed on the hood of the patrol car.
Bergamy says the contraband ranges from tobacco, cell phones, all the way to hard drugs and weapons. And the number of drops have increased 80%, with people coming as far as Savannah to the prison in Davisboro.
It's a criminal enterprise. These guys are making money inside the walls because once they get the drugs in or the tobacco in or the cell phones in, they're selling that to other inmates inside the prison walls.
Bergamy says he doesn't think dropping off illegal contraband will ever stop, but he says they're fighting as well as they can.
Some of these drones, these really nice drones, they can fly, 5, 6, 7, 8 miles. You can fly that drone 5 miles and still make that prison drop. So we're constantly driving, patrolling the community as well as the prison area.
Bergamy says after interviewing some of the people caught, they've said they were promised to get paid as low as $200 all the way to $5,000. Not sure it's really worth the risk, but back to you, Frank.
All right, thank you, Jessica. The 2 individuals arrested in the most recent drone drop are charged with criminal attempt to commit a felony and possession of a firearm. This is not the first time somebody has tried to use a drone to smuggle contraband into prison. Jessica told you about that case last year when the drone landed on the patrol car. They found lighters, cell phones, and marijuana on the prison's roof. And in May 2021, 2 brothers were sentenced to 12 months in prison for using a drone to smuggle contraband into Telfair State Prison. The men smuggled cell phones, tobacco, a digital scale, and earbuds into the prison in August 2019. In that case, the U.S. Attorney's Office says Nicholas Lowe became the first person sentenced under a federal law for illegal drone use. This year, the State Department of Corrections says it has arrested suspects trying to use drones to smuggle contraband into the Dodge, Dooley, Wilcox, and Telfair state prisons.